Hi everybody, it's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie, and today I'm coming to you with an Etsy shop restocking. And these are not normally some of the videos that I share, but I'm going to be sharing more with you. That's because lots of people haven't really made the connect that I do have an Etsy shop, and I have beautiful vintage items that can go into your journals and journals as well. So you'll be seeing more videos just like this one. And if you are a fan of this channel, and only if you're a fan, make sure you give this video a thumbs up before, during, or after the video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and upcoming art journal processing videos and journal processing videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So what you're seeing right here are some packs that I have all packed up and ready to go. And this is from my ephemera vintage packs. And I had some that I was sending out, and I wanted to put together a few more of the packs. So I said, let me just share this with my favorite people here. And so you can see it's packed up really nicely. And I'm going to show you what's inside of these. Now, I will say that not every pack is the same. So at first glance, it may look the same, but they all have some unique items inside of them. And that's because I go out and I scour my neighborhood and the outskirts, of course, to try to find some very useful items and beautiful vintage items that can go into the journals. So some of the items are different, but I also wanted to make the pack so that every single piece in here, to include the packaging itself, so that it can be used also. So you can use this plastic sleeve in there. You can use even the backing that I have. You can use that in your journal also. And you can use these pieces not only in journals, you can use it in any type of journal, but you can use it in mixed media as well. So it includes game pieces, it has some journaling cards, it has some vintage laces in here, some papers, just all kinds of beautiful goodies that I wanted to share. And also, if you go to the shop, which is actually pleasantcreations.com, I'll have a link below and a link at the top, so you can go there if you like and take a peek. You can buy individual items as well, but I wanted to put together kind of like a sample pack that you can see. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have a few more packs that I wanted to pack up today. So I'm going to put these over to the side, and let's pull out some. And this is a pack that is not put together just yet, so you can see what's inside of it. Let's make sure there's a few more pieces in here, and they usually come in a yellow envelope as well, and you can use that in your journal also. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, every little piece you would be able to use. So we have some, let's start here because I'm going to try to put these together while we're doing this. And in this particular pack, we have some children's book pages. And I love the children's book pages because they have beautiful, wonderful, vibrant colors that you can use. You can actually cut out the pieces if you wanted to for your journal. Of course, I love having the text as a background, or you can use the full piece as well, and you can fold it over. And some of the pieces still have some rough edges, which you can do whatever you like with it. And in this particular pack, I found some vintage paper, and it's almost like tissue paper. I'm not exactly sure what the paper is, but it has like, I don't know if you can see it, but it has like a really nice bumpy kind of feel to it. So I thought that would be good in a journal. And then we have a page of some of the coffee dye paper that I make. And I love this paper, and it has like a really good texture and a really good look to it. I love using those within the journal, and I always say, if you don't have the vintage papers, it just, I don't know. It's not the same. And then we have, in this particular one, we have a dictionary page here. Let's just kind of put this behind here. And this one is from a gargantuan Bible page, and I decided to stick a Bible page in here. So again, the pages would be different across the board from depending on which pack you get, and the packs are random, but they all have equally about the same amount of pages in those, or items inside. So we have in this one an Uno scorecard, and we have Yahtzee. These are all vintage. And then this is a bridge scorecard as well. We have a time card. I love the time cards. You can use those for checklists and bookmarks. You can cut them down. They make really nice backgrounds too. We have some more kind of cardstock paperweight type of item. We have a little bingo card, and we have a coffee filter. And let's put the coffee filter in there, and you'd be amazed, coffee filters are really strong. And then in this one we have like a dot grid paper, and you can use this, you can sew things into it if you're into needlepoint, or it just makes a really nice background as well. You can see that. So there are actual holes in this one, so we'll stick that in there. We have some guest checks, and again, you can get separate guest checks individually. You can buy packs of those over at Pleasant Creations also. Let's see what we have here. We have like a vintage receipt. Let's put that in here. And we have some game cards. So this was from a vintage Newlywed Game. If you're old enough to know what the Newlywed Game was. It was actually a TV show, and they made a game out of it. So we have a card there. And then we have some vintage type of flash cards to go in here also. Let's see, we want to put that, let's put that here. And then we have like coat checks, and we have those, we sell those separately as well. And we have some more little like tags that you would find like on clothes, but these are not used. We have some journal cards. Let's see, and we have some game cards here. I know it seems like I'm just flailing all over the place here, but I'm not. And we have some Trivial Pursuit cards and some Pictionary cards. I love these. You can actually make tags out of these cards. You can use them for a background. You can put a photo on top of them. It's just a number of things you can do with these cards. So let's stick that in. And then we have like a little white tag that you can tag on a picture or something like that. And here we have another kind of a frame in this one, so we'll stick that there. And then let's get to this part. I think I had one more thing in here that I don't see, and let's just get that out. So give me a moment. I actually have some of these very pretty vintage garment pins. You can see the garment pins there. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to include one of those in here as well. And so we have, this is a piece of burlap, so it's just some little samplings of some things. And this, I believe, was a patch. It was in an old bag of vintage material that I got, and then just a few little cuttings of material. And of course, the materials again will be different depending on the pack that you get. And then I had like this little bit of trim, and it's like flowers in this one. So let's put this on here as well. And then I'm just going to take my garment pin. I should have opened the garment pin already, but that's okay. Let's open up the garment pin. Pretty easy to open. And I'm just going to stick these all together. See, that patch is a little bit difficult to go through. Got some nice thick items in here this time. And I use all these items in my journals also. And I knew that other people would probably like it as well. All right, so there. So we just want to hold those all together. Okay, so I got that all together there. And then we have this glassine bag. Again, you can use this in your journal as a pocket or just to keep things in. And I really wanted to add some tissue paper, and this is actually a pattern piece. You can see. I won't open up the whole thing. I put a fair amount of pattern piece in here that has the pattern actually still on it. And you can, you know, decoupage this down, and it's just a number of ways that you can use it. You can use it to help reinforce pages, and it's just lovely, and I definitely wanted to include that. Oh, there's the garment pen I was looking for. And so let's stick the material inside the bag. And I also put some vintage buttons. I have tons of vintage buttons. You can also get those individually as well. And then I put a fair amount of ribbon in to these packs. And you know, if you do any kind of crafting and you go to the actual box stores, oh my goodness, these pieces of lace are very expensive. So I put a fair amount in here because I have so much lace to share. So I figured it would be all right if I put that in there. So we're gonna just stick this back here. Kind of consistent with the way I have the other packs. So then that's the whole pack right there. So the next thing I wanted to add just a few more pieces here. And you'll see we have some kind of like a raffia type of string here. Let's get our scissors. And I'm going to put some string on here. And of course, again, you can use this string within your journal. So let's just get this on the back. So it's a little tricky, just a little bit tricky, but it's not bad at all. And just make sure the pieces are a bit even here. And I don't put this in a knot because I want you to be able to take it apart and use it if you like. And then I have like this little handmade tag on here because basically this little pack is all handmade just for you. Your lovely Lizzie did it just for you. And I'm going to put it in a nice little bow. So I want your pack to have some love. You got to do it with love. And then we have this piece of cardstock. It's a really nice sturdy piece of cardstock. And of course it's going to go in this nice cellophane bag. Now I love using the cellophane bags to pack things up with. For one thing, it just looks really pretty, and then it adds an additional layer of protection for your items as they're traveling along to their destination. So if it's, you know, like raining or snowing, like at the time of this video, it is winter time, this is going to protect your papers for when they come. Uh-oh. We had a bit of a snafu here, y'all. Our screen came off, and I haven't had that happen. Of course, it will happen when I'm on the screen here. All right, so let's stick this in. Again, sorry to be flailing here so much, but that's the way technology is. Things just kind of happen that way. Let's fix our string back up a little bit here. There we go. There we go. And I always try to fix it up when I'm putting things in, but I know things are probably going to shift. So let's seal this up to protect it from the elements. I'm going to give it a seal up here. There we go. So now we have this nice pack that's made just for you. But of course, I want to put a sticker on here as well from Pleasant Creations with Pleasant Creations Journal. Because again, I want it to be beautiful for you. There we go. Now, it's a little off center, but that's okay. And then I have one more that I'm going to do. And it basically kind of has the same type of items. So I'm going to kind of fast forward through this part. All packed up and ready to go. So again, if this is something that you're interested in, then definitely head over to the shop. Again, the links will be down below for pleasantcreations.com. And I have all these beautiful ephemera packs waiting to go out. And actually, a few of them have already been ordered. So I have to pack them up and send them out. So I have to get back to work now. And I want to thank you all for joining me over here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you love videos like this. And also comment and let me know what are the favorite pieces that you've seen inside of these. Or what would you like to see in a pack that you get? Just like this one. All right, with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease. From your sweet Lotus Blossom and lovable Lizzie, have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.